Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Jeff, thank you so much for calling the Rad Reality Show. It's a pleasure to talk to you.
Yeah, what's going on, guys?
What's going on, Jeff, man? You promised me, you told me I think it was during the holiday, you go, well, hey, you've been busy and things have been hectic, and you go, Louie, I'm going to call into your show one night, and I really appreciate it, bro. Thank you.
Yeah, no worries. I was just driving. I'm actually in Charlotte right now, and I'm with Jordan,
nice.
and I'm like, oh, man, I just got a text from Lou. I'm like, I got to call him today, man.
Say, hey, Jordan.
He said, hey.
Hey. How are you guys doing? What are you two up to? What's the next big thing for you and Jordan?
I can't hear.
Oh, she can't hear. She's driving.
Okay. What's the next big thing for you and Jordan? What's going on with you guys?
The next big thing? Oh, man. I don't know. We're just taking little baby steps now. I think the next big thing is us moving to L.A.
Oh, sweet. Sweet.
Yeah, so we're working on that right now. So we just got back from Los Angeles last week, and actually I haven't even been home yet. But so yeah, we just did that. We're looking at places, and found out an area we want to live in. So I think come April, maybe middle of April or something, we're gonna move out there.
Cool. Very cool.
Wow, that's exciting.
When are you guys getting married?
Married. we're gonna live together first. And see how that goes.
That's cool.
In the Big Brother house?
Yeah, it's going to be a little different than Big Brother, you know what I mean? so we're going to see how that works out, but I'm sure it'll be fine.
Have you and Jordan been watching Char this year, or are you liking how Rachel and Brendan are doing?
Yeah, we have been watching. Actually, we met up with Brendan and Rachel when we were in Los Angeles. We went out for drinks one night. So I told them, like, before they went on, I'm like, you guys just have to keep it together, and they're starting to derail a little bit. But I don't know. I still think they did really good because, they're good competitors. There's no denying that.
Oh,
but
my God.
I just definitely think it's tough. I mean, Louis can attest to it. It's harder than it looks on TV,
Did you tell them never to take a stacking contest?
No, I didn't give them specifics, but I mean, I was more worried just how they would deal with each other, because I know me and Jordan had trouble at times even dealing with each other. We get along real good, So I was like, listen, just don't kill each other on that show. But yeah, they're coming off the rails a little bit, but I'm sure they'll piece it back together.
Jeff, we were just joking about how so far every episode Rachel has cried. Not real tears, crocodile tears for the most part, but every episode.
I haven't seen a tear yet, but I've seen the emotion.
Exactly. But I mean, this season there's a ton of competitors, and it's so far. I mean, tonight's episode, wait till you see it, was incredible.
I saw tonight.
Really
I saw tonight's episode.
Oh, you did?
Rachel rocked it. Rachel absolutely smoked it. I was so
she did
impressed.
awesome.
They worked so well together tonight. I was surprised how well they worked together.
When she's like, "Oh, I'm so good at this," like pulling the harp strings, I'm like, "How the hell does she know she's good at this? Who ever did that before?" And Jeff, she killed it.
Jeff, what about she was the only one with the bottle on her head that was smiling and like she was performing. It was just wonderful.
Oh, it was her time to take the stage.
She's
they did good. They killed it tonight.
For sure. They did.
Yeah.
They did.
They did good, and they handled it pretty good when that other girl was giving her business. So she handled it pretty good. They just got out of that situation. So I think they did the right thing.
That was perfect.
Yep.
And then they got to go into an air-conditioned room, too. I thought, hey, that's kind of a perk.
Yeah, I mean, I know watching that, when me and Jordan were watching, like, ooh, I don't know if I'd want to do those watermelons. I'm like, I think the other thing's better. And sure enough, well, me and Jordan would have did that. Me and Jordan would have did the watermelons for sure. We would have picked the wrong one.
me and Mike probably would have did the watermelons still. There's no question about that.
Yeah. And I would have been there all day.
But our season was a good season. We had a blast on it. I mean, I met a lot of great people, and I'm still very close with. I keep in touch with almost everybody except Joe and Heidi. And but no, I really appreciate, that you keep in touch with me, bro. I mean, we made I know it's a short period of time, but we made a friendship, and I'd like to keep it going.
Yeah, absolutely.
I got a few things going on. I can keep talking about it, but there's a mini series that's going to be filmed here in Rhode Island, and I got the role. So
really,
and I'm still a cop. So it's like, but I'm ready to do. So I'm ready to change that chapter in my life, bro. So
nice. It's a speaking part and everything.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So,
it's from the way, Jeff, from the way Louis described it, it's about historical figures from Rhode Island, and he happened to kind of look like one of these historical figures, so he's going to portray that person. My question, Louis, is have you done any research on this guy yet?
No, I haven't. I got to start doing that. You're right. I got to get in character. I got to get into the character.
Jeff and Jordan, we have people in our chat room who are asking if you're going to be attending any of the events this year that are out there. Reality Rescue or...
I don't think so. Maybe not this year. We got a lot going on. I got a lot going on in April myself, and I think one of those big ones are in April, right?
Yeah, Temecula,
I think, is in April.
Yeah.
Reality Rescue is in October.
What's the Reality Rescue?
In Virginia.
That one's a good one. If you get in on that one, it's for animals and stuff. Saving the animals. It's a lot of fun.
Awesome rescue.
Reality
event.
We'll think about it. I don't think we're gonna make it. We're not gonna make it. Definitely in April, but we could kick around the idea for Reality Rescue in October. We just got back from Cambodia, so. We're not against these charities or anything. So
tell us about your adventures.
Yeah, what are you guys up to? We'd love to hear about what you guys are up to right now. What you have planned in the future.
Cambodia. Yeah, we got back from Cambodia on a little trip for this. It was called Build a City Project, and it was one of the guys I hooked up with on that show I did Around the World for Free. He put me up in Cambodia, so we stayed in touch and we stayed in friends, and he actually flew me and Jordan back out there to help, bring a little attention to this cause. It's called Build a City. So he's with People for Care and Learning, and then they're building a whole city out there, 1,500 homes for families, all working sewer system, everything, a whole community for misplaced. What do you call it? What do we say? People who need homes. I don't know. There's a proper name to say it. People who know how to speak, not me. But
what was that like? What was that like there?
It was different this time than Around the World for Free, for sure. We got to stay in hotels and stuff, but it was great. I mean, we got to see a lot of, bringing Jordan there was the best part because she's never really. I mean, at Amazing Race, we've been out of the country, but you learn a lot. Personally, I think you learn a ton traveling about other people, and at Amazing Race, you don't have time to stop and smell the roses or be in the culture. So being there for that long of a time, we were there for 2 weeks, and seeing some of these children homes that People for Care and Learning do, and being in these villages and seeing how these other people live is crazy. But seeing how happy they all are is even crazier because I just think so much about myself when I travel, and I'm like, what do I ever have to complain about? When I see these children and these people with nothing, and they're still happy, still smiling, so glad to see you. And just, any way we could give back, any way I could give back to anybody that helped me on Around the World for Free, or anyone in that position in life, I'm willing to do. So it was a great learning experience. It was a lot of fun. We had a lot of fun there, and it was for a great cause.
Hey, Jeff.
It's wonderful that you guys are going to these places and giving back. That's so incredible, and it just warms my heart to hear the things that you've been doing. Your Around the World for Free was just amazing, and such an opportunity, and so fun to watch for us. But now you're, going back on your own and giving back, and that is just it just goes to show your character and your heart and how much you feel for these people, and it's what a blessing, you know, that you've been given.
Really is.
It's just amazing.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, just that show was the best for me. I mean, that was my favorite thing I've done. And, you know, traveling is, I love it. And it makes you grow as a person. And then when you see how these other people live, it's like you almost, it's impossible not to give back. After you've been there and you lived in their culture and met some of these people, how great they are. I mean, it's like you have to have a black heart not to want to help these people out after you've been there, you know, and lived in their culture. So, I mean, it's easy for me to give back. It's not a burden at all, you know.
That's wonderful. I hope you took lots of pictures and can share that. We'd love to have you come back on the show and talk about this sometime and just explain to us in more detail what that was like for you and tell us more about it and share with us your experience, because we would love to hear what that was about. And it's been so long since we've been able to talk to you and Jordan. And I think the last time I saw you was out in L.A. at the rap party, and I was doing the tribute for Ron. And it's been a long time since I've seen you, so I'd love to have you back on the show and just talk about that experience out in Cambodia. And it sounds like it was just amazing for you guys. So if we could do that sometime, I'd love that.
Yeah, for sure. I could talk about that all day, you know, my travel experiences.
Hey, Jeff, this is kind of off-the-wall question, but I'm curious. What's the number of countries? Have you kept count the number of countries you've now been in?
I have, you know, I've been getting that question a lot, and I shouldn't have an answer for that, but I don't know how. I think I went to 12 or 13. I think I went like to 13 or 14. I don't know, on around the world for free alone. And then on Amazing Race, how many do we hit? How many countries?
Yeah, 5. I think it was 5.
I think like 5. Yeah, 5 or 6. And then I recently just went to Africa to do like another missions trip with some of my buddies, filming some stuff for them. So yeah, I'm getting around. And I love it.
Good for you, Jeff.
Where are you guys right now?
Darn it.
Where are you guys right now?
We're driving back to Jordan's house. We were just with her father and some friends, and we watched The Amazing Race over there, and then we just had some dinner, some pizza, and then we're driving back to Jordan's house now.
It's so wonderful to hear that you guys are still together and doing so well, because, you know, so oftentimes the relationships that come out of these shows don't last, and you guys just seem like you were made to be together, and it's so cool to hear you guys doing all these things together, and it's just thrilling to all of us to hear you guys are still together and doing all these things together. It's amazing.
Yeah, they're an amazing couple.
Well, they are.
We made it through The Amazing Race. I think that was the biggest test, and we made it. So
oh my God, yes.
Do you think Rachel and Brendan will endure?
I think so. I mean, as crazy as it sounds, they are crazy in love, I guess.
Yep.
Yeah. They're kind of meant for each other too, I think.
Yeah.
I certainly hope so.
Hey,
would
Jeff,
you do something for our entire Rad Reality Show family, because they're all such huge fans of yours? Once Jordan stops driving, give her a big hug and a peck from all of us here. We love both of you guys.
Oh, I'll give you a big squeeze too. No problem.
We just did a tribute for Ron just 2 weeks ago, and had a big tribute for his birthday. I wish we could have gotten a hold of you guys. He had his birthday on the 19th of February.
That was crazy what happened with him. But I guess he was having, I didn't know the extent that he was having, like, ongoing problems and things like that. So I didn't know the severity of it, you know. And then Lou finally let me know. So, yeah, he was a great guy. He was always, you know, super supportive. Even on Around the World for Free, that guy was always trying to help me out, you know. So it's a shame what happened.
Yeah.